persuasion mastery. All right, so we've looked at the what's the beginning, the nitty gritty, you know, the introduction, which is the 5 keys. Now we're going to persuasion mastery. Now, basically what this means is that you need to learn how to persuade people to close the sales. Remember, everything we're talking about is how you can close the sale, how you can close the sale. Now, to close the sale, you need to learn how to persuade the buyer on the other end to buy from you. Do we agree that to close a sale, to get them to buy, just like somebody comes to buy makeup from me, I have to convince you that, oh, this is the right powder color for you. Oh, this is the right shade for you. Oh, this looks so beautiful for you. Oh, Trisha, you totally have to buy it. What am I doing? I'm convincing you. I'm persuading you to take that action because I feel like it's best for you. Plus, I'm going to have money in my pocket. Right? So there are different aspects of persuasion mastery, but there's just one aspect that I want us to look at in today's session, and it is tonality, the tone of voice. And for sales that happens that is not tone, you know, that you can either make a sale on the phone or in person where you are talking to them and they can hear your tone, or they can read your tone as a message or an email. You know, so how do you know that they can read your tone? You know, has it ever happened to you where somebody sends you a message and you reply, why are you shouting? Who has that happened to? Tell me. It's an email, or it's a DM, or it's a WhatsApp chat or something, or a text message. And you're responding like, why are you shouting? Or why are you angry? How did you know I was angry? Because you couldn't hear me. I wasn't yelling at you. You didn't hear me talk, but you read in between the lines and you're like, this fella is so rude. Right? And this person is so rude. So that is tone. If you understand that the tone is so powerful, it's such a powerful tool, you will use your tonality with so much care. And you will use it to persuade people to buy from you. That's the job of a salesman. Knowing what tone to use in what conversation to close the sale. All right. So there are 6 tones that I want us to go through that, you know, can help you sway somebody's decision to you, you know, can help you sway the sale from not so good to, okay, I want to buy. The first tone is presupposing tonality. Tone number 1, presupposing tonality. Now, basically what you're doing here is that you are making your case and you presuppose and sell your benefits. What does it mean to presuppose? You take on the assumption that they want what you're selling, right? You take on that assumption. Now, you know what? Trisha wants what I'm selling, and I can use that advantage. You don't know that I want what you're selling. You're just assuming. It's a presupposition, right? But you can play it in sales. So for instance, I come into, what am I buying? Let's say I come in to buy hair. You know, so if you're presupposing, you're going to tell me something like, I know you really want bone straight hair. You don't know I really want it. I may just have been there to window shop or something. You know, I know that you want a black dress. Then you take it further. I know that you want a black dress, but beyond that, I know that you want to slay. Are we together? So you're presupposing things that I didn't tell you. Oh, I know you said you want a black dress, but beyond that, I know you want to look hot in the dress. I know you want to step on necks. I know you want them to choke. You choke. I know you want people to turn their heads when you step into the party. I know you want. You don't know I want, but you are, what are you doing? You're trying to create that whole familiarity where you get me thinking that, that's true. You know, and if I was talking to you, the tone of my voice would change. If I was talking to you, I'd use a different tone from when I'm trying to sell. So let's say, who is here? Abolari is on this call. So Abolari is the person that I'm trying to sell the black dress to. I'll be like, Abolari, I know, or I don't know her name. I'm like, Mom, I know that you want a black dress. Can you see my tone is different? I know that you want a black dress. But most importantly, I know you want to slay. I know you want to. My tone is different. Do you see that? It's different from, oh, good afternoon, welcome. It's different if I was speaking. But if I wasn't speaking, if I was writing, I would write it like that. I know you want this, but beyond that, I know you also want this. Let me help you make this a reality. Shall we swipe the card? Shall we swipe it? Shall we swipe it? You know, and presupposing, so let's say for instance that let's say that you sell, let's say you sell cleaning services. You know, people, professional cleaners who come to people's houses to clean and all those type of things. You know, and you're presupposing, what are you doing? You're telling me that I know you want a clean house, you know, but beyond that, you don't want to be the one that does the work. I have presupposed, you know, I know that, Mom, I know that you want a clean house. That's why you called us. But beyond that, I know that you do not want to be the one that does the cleaning yourself. That's why we are here. We got you. You know, so which package should we go with? Should we go with the full house cleaning package or the 2-room cleaning package? You are presupposing the things I didn't tell you, but that's the fact. If I called a cleaning company, for the love of Christ, it's because I don't want to clean it myself. I'm tired. Otire, me, I'm tired. I need a break. I need to cross my leg on the sofa and be taken care of. You know, so you can presuppose as much as you want in whatever product it is, whatever service it is, because the fact that I came to you to make an inquiry means that I want it. But you don't know to what degree I want it, but I want it. So that is the first type of tone, is presupposing tonality. All right, now let's go. Now the second one is absolute certainty. Absolute certainty. Absolute certainty. What is absolute certainty? This is where, you know, when you know something. So let's say, for instance, they ask you, can you swim? So let me use two different things. Let's say you can swim, but you cannot drive, right? These are two things. You can swim, but you cannot drive. So somebody asks you, Trisha, can you swim? You know that courage, you'll be like, of course I can swim. I've been swimming since I was 10 years old. Me, professional swimming. I remain smart. I've gone to Olympics. Do you know me? I swim for a living. I can swim in this thing. You know, like you're so certain. When they ask you, can you drive? You'll be like, sometimes. So I can drive sometimes, you know, but I cannot really enter the highway or express. But you know, I can drive in inner streets. Or you be like, I can drive manual, or I can drive automatic, but manual, my hand is not strong there. That certainty is not there. Now, if you are certain of the service that you are offering, of the product that you have, I need to hear that tone in conversations. It can help you, remember this is persuasion, it can help you persuade the person on the other end. Do you understand? Where you sound absolutely certain and you tell me things like, I've been a realtor for 10 years. Ma'am, if I tell you that this area, the land will appreciate, take it to the bank, the land will appreciate. In another 2 years, this property you are buying 200 square meters at XYZ amount, it will increase by another 10%. You know, the average inflation rate of properties in this area is 3%. Even the prospect will be like, whoa, this person know his work. Whoa. You know, the average rate is this. You see, down there, you know, 2 years ago, we sold it at so and so amount. But today, if we go there now, it's at so and so amount has increased. So I'm telling you that if you buy this property within XYZ time, you'll be able to make a profit on the amount that you paid. That's absolute certainty. Do you understand? I'm telling you that if this Ankara, it cannot wash. You know, when you're not sure, if it can wash, you will just be like, oh, the Ankara is fine. This Ankara cannot wash. If you wash, return it back. You are that certain. So if you, and let me ask you, if you hear that kind of certainty, will you buy or will you consider buying? Yes or no? This Ankara cannot wash. I beat my chest with my full chest, it cannot wash. Put it in salt water, it will not wash. Put it in sea water, it will not wash. Put it in heavenly waters, it will not wash, because I know what I sell. I sell 100% wash-free Ankara. So how many yards are you buying? You are absolutely certain. But a situation where you are not certain of what you are selling, you cannot convince me. You cannot persuade the customer. Right? So that is the second tone that you can use to drive persuasion. The third is money aside. The third is money aside. Money aside. What does this mean? This is another tone, right? This is another tone that you can use. Money aside. What is money aside? Money aside is basically where you let them know that, you know what, I care enough, and I'm not just here for the money, right? I'm here to show you that this is a great deal. I'm here to make you get solutions to the problems or to the needs that you have. So with money aside, tonality, persuasion style, you are saying things like, if money was not a problem, all things being equal, would you consider this? Do you understand? So this is a situation where you're like, let's say that money was not a problem. In fact, just ignore that I've told you the price is this. If you had all the money in the world, would you buy this sofa from me? Or would you buy this office table, this dining table, this chair, this whatever? Would you buy this sticker? Would you buy this flyer? Would you buy this thing from me if money was not a problem? What are you doing there? What do you do? What do you do with that? How do you use that? It's a situation where you are trying to get the prospect to see that money shouldn't be the reason why you don't buy this thing. It shouldn't be, but you don't tell them up front that money should not be the reason now. This thing is this. No. You're like, if money is aside, let's remove money. If money was not a problem, would you consider this? So what you're trying to do is you're trying to establish the fact that they really need that product, they really need that service, and they are fine with you and your company, but the only issue is money. Right? So when you say something like this, what are you doing? You're getting them to see that, one, I also care about your business. I care about you. I want you to get the solutions you need. So you're showing care. You know, it's not just about money. You're showing care, and you're trying to get them to see that if they maybe look for the money or take another option that you have in your business, maybe like a lower priced version of that item, then we're good to go. You are trying to persuade them to see that this thing is really good. Money shouldn't be the thing that makes us not do business together. Money shouldn't be the reason why you don't get this solution. All right, so that's the third one. Now the fourth one is the I really want to know / I care tonality that you can use to persuade people, to get them to feel like, oh, I really like, I'm really comfortable with this buyer. So let me ask you a question. Is there a difference between, hello Ma, welcome to, let's see, which business is here? Let me just quickly, okay, so I see Mayowa. Okay, alternative designs, fantastic. So tell me, is there a difference between good afternoon, welcome to alternative designs, and that's option one? Option two is good afternoon, Mayo, welcome to alternative designs. Is there a difference between both? Or how are you doing today? Or welcome, or you're very much welcome. I'm saying the same thing, but I'm using different tones. Is there a difference? Is there a difference? You are welcome, ma. That's the standard store attendant voice. You are welcome, ma. You are welcome, sir. You are welcome to Kiniko. Or you are welcome. It's the same thing, but it's a different tone. The second one makes me feel like they really care enough to welcome me here. So you can persuade people to do business with you by showing that you care. And if they cannot hear your tone in your voice, you should greet. Like, this is me ranting for a second before I come into the class. There are some people that you want to do business with and they don't even have the courtesy to greet you. There was a seller that I was talking to. She was like, Chisha, why should I greet? The customer did not greet first. I'm like, no. If that is the situation, why are you basing your action on somebody else's inaction? It's either you are well brought up or you are not. It's either you are cautious or you are not. It's either you care or you don't. The fact that the person didn't greet. So for instance, all those customers that will just send you a picture from your page and use that forward button straight to your DM. And then you now reply, it is 15,000, it is 40 pounds. I'm like, where is the greeting? Like, you need to show that you care. Because at the end of the day, sometimes there are some customers that they jump from place to place. They'll take prices from like 6 stores and then take a decision at the end of the day. Sometimes it's the fact that those people, they really took their time to answer my questions. Let me go and buy from them. Tell me true or false. Sometimes that is it, because the price difference might be negligible, or you all may be selling the same price. And they're like, those people, they took their time. They replied me, no, me, in fact, myself, I really wasted their time. They answered my question. Let me go and buy from them. That is one way that you can do what? That is one way that you can persuade somebody to buy from you. So, the kind of persuasion that we learn is those Yaba boys persuasion. Is those Yaba men, I beg your pardon, they're not boys. Is those market style. Come and buy, come to my own shop, come to my own shade, my color. Those are the brash persuasion styles that you learn, right? There are some persuasion styles where you're not saying, come and buy from me, but what you do, what you say, how you say it, it just helps form the impression that, you know what, if I'm not doing business with those people, it's my own loss. I better go there. That is what I really want to know / I care, right? That's what it shows. It shows that you really care. Another way that you can care, besides salutation, which is greeting and all that, it is actually listening to what they're telling you. 1, listening to what they're telling you. 2, not shoving things down their throat like, oh, you must buy this, you must buy, no, you must buy it, so it is What if I really truly cannot afford it? That's when you ask me things like, okay, so what budget are you working with, ma'am? You know, and I'm like, my budget is $20, whereas the thing that they came to price is $100. You know, the default thing you'll be like, this one is a thief. They want to come and collect $20 for $100 thing. That's the first default that comes to your brain, right? Now we're flipping it to say, you know what, we care enough. $20 is not, $20 is not it, but we care enough. Do you have stuff that is $20? Or can you convince them to come up? You're like, oh, that I understand, $20, that is still money. But it cannot get you a nice scissors. It can only get you a blade. And you need scissors because blade can injure your hand, hair. So I have a steel scissors that is not the rubber one you wanted, but it's not $20. It is $45. You think you can come up to $45 to get that one? It will also get the job done, but it's just not as smooth as this $100 one you wanted. What are you doing? You are showing me that you care. That's it. You're showing me that you care. You care enough to consider what I have told you and seek solutions for me. You care enough not to mock me with my small $20. Because sometimes some sellers mock buyers, like, there's this joke I saw one day on Twitter where, and sometimes you are very angry, I've been angry sometimes, where the person wanted to buy shoes and the shoes cost a particular amount, and the person like, this is how much I wanted to pay you, and the seller replied, is it for one leg? It's all jokes, it's all fun, but no, that's absolutely wrong. Absolutely wrong. In sales land, in customer service land is wrong. It's better to ignore that person. Like, when you just ignore the chat or even block the person, of which I don't teach that, but it's better you did that than you replied, is it for one leg? Is it for one? No. Don't do that. Show that you care. And sometimes these people that cannot afford to buy what you sell, they know somebody who can afford it. And one day when they are asked, hey, Trisha, where can I buy this thing? Or Melvina, where can I buy this thing? Melvina will send me to you. Melvina never bought from you, but Melvina knows you, and you convinced Melvina. You persuaded Melvina to buy, but Melvina truly couldn't buy. At that point in time, Melvina kept you in mind. There's something in marketing they call top of mind awareness, top of mind recall. These are some of the things that put you top of mind. That's why you have a favorite auntie, because the person cares for you. Your auntie is always giving you money when you're going to school, but in school, university, the person's always giving you pocket money. My daughter, my daughter Tola, take this small money. Used to buy biscuits, yeah, and then the auntie will always call you, or when your mommy shouts on you, like, stop shouting on my daughter, Tola. Tola is a good girl. Yeah, Tola, come. What did you do? Why did you do that? You fall in love with those aunties more. You call them your best aunties. What is she really doing? She's just showing you that she cares. She's showing you she cares in terms of giving you money. She's showing you that she cares in terms of shielding you from flogging. She's showing you that she cares in terms of affirmations, spending time with you on the phone, coming to visit you. That's it. If you respond that way to an auntie, why won't a buyer respond to you if that's what you give them as a seller? Always remember, sales is a transaction between two human beings. You're not selling to a goat, a dog, a rat, or a cat. You're selling to another human being who has emotions, just like you. Right? So that is the fourth that's the fourth tonality that you can use to persuade somebody to like you and to buy from you. Are we together so far? Now, the fifth one is showing it is reasonable. The fifth one is showing it is reasonable. Showing it is reasonable. Showing it is reasonable. Now, what does that mean? It means that you show them that, you know what, I've been reasonable enough. I've been reasonable enough. Now, before I go into showing is reasonable, I want to address something that I saw. I just quickly dashed into the comment section and came out. And I think it was Alternative Designs that said something about, frankly, though, with experience, 9 out of 10 times, you know a prospect that is a cheap steak. You are assuming. You are assuming. If you recall, the first part of this class, I spoke about 5 rules for closing. You are assuming that I am a cheapskate. You don't know me. You cannot know that I'm a cheapskate. I'm sorry. I firmly disagree. You cannot know that I'm a cheapskate. I may indeed be a cheapskate, but you can't know that. You can't tell me 9 out of 10 times you know a prospect as a cheapskate. I disagree. Let me tell you why. Sometimes I may be a cheapskate for what you are selling, but I'm not a cheapskate for something else. Example, let me use myself as a perfect example. I can buy hair. Call any amount, I can buy the hair. Human hair, Brazilian hair, bone straight hair, I'll buy it. But you see, when you tell me to buy hair oil for my own hair at as cheap as 10,000 naira, I will tell you that it's so expensive. So in that instance, you call me a cheapskate. I'm not a cheapskate. I buy hair for 400,000 naira. I'm not a cheapskate. But because I don't see why I should be buying hair oil for 10K, because I don't value my own hair. I don't want to grow my hair. My hair is under a week every time. Like right now, you can see my hair is under a week. It took me speaking to a hair coach, Tasala HQ, for her to help me understand why I needed to grow my hair. I now bought hair products. In fact, I bought hair products of whether 40K. My body was itching me. I'm like, 40K, what did they give me? They gave me conditioner, they gave me hair growth oil. What else did they give me? Something like that, like 4 different things. My body was itching me, but I can blow that 50K on one dress. Like, just show me dress like 50K, I'll blow it in a second. I'm not a cheapskate, but because I don't see the value in what you're selling, so that's a mistake we make. You make too many assumptions. You don't know that I'm a cheapskate. You don't know. You do not know. Until I prove that I am a cheapskate, you cannot assume. Stop making assumptions. That's why you don't close many sales. So it took somebody to sell the value to me, to show me that, in so and so time, Trisha, your hair can grow to this. I'm like, oh, that's nice. How much do you say I should pay again? Because we all value different things. Imagine some of you can sit down and blow $200 on food in one sitting. You go to restaurants, give me steak, give me mushroom, give me this. You blow that $200 on food in one sitting. But when they tell you to pay $200 to learn how to grow your business, like, Trisha wants to use my money to buy house. Who come and kill me now, Trisha? $200 for class. What are you teaching there? It's not on Google and YouTube. Kill me. That's the $200 you just ate. You ate it inside steak and mushroom. You did not blink, and you drank white wine. You didn't blink. So in that kind of situation, I can be like, oh, this person, Osayi, is a cheapskate. But Osayi is not a cheapskate. Osayi does not just put the same value she puts on food on learning. It's my job to show them the value they will get if they learn with me. And if they still don't see the value, goodbye. But if I do not go in to persuade Osayi and I just stop at the beginning and be like, oh, all these cheap people, please come and be going. All those things that we post, cheap people avoid me. Stop it. It's nonsense. It's nonsense. Cheap clients avoid me. Avoid me. If you are going to negotiate my products, avoid me. Some of them don't understand the value. Ask yourself, there's something that you can steal money for. Let's say you don't steal. There's something that you can clear your account for. Tell me yes or no. There's something. And then there's another thing that you'll be like, never. I can never pay a coach, never. The one day I was telling somebody that I paid my coach a certain amount. It was huge. She's like, never, over my dead body. I can never. Whereas she can use that money to buy, like she can sit down and shop in one sitting. She will buy it in the store, and it's only 4 things she will buy. One thing will be like $1,000. Another bag she'll buy $2,500. That's the money I paid a coach to better my life. But she's like, go for this. Never. Trisha, they have used your head. They have used you. How can you pay one coach that kind of amount? What is she teaching you? I'm like, I don't disturb you when you're buying your shoes now. Stay in your shoes. Let me use my own money to pay coach. At the end of the day, we'll see now where all of us will end. But now she's paying a coach money because she has seen the progress in my life. She has seen how I have progressed over the last 2 years. And she's like, Trisha, the thing that they are doing for you, take me there. I want to see that result as well. Okay, so I just wanted to correct that. Now let's go back into the class. So we were on point number 4, which is showing it is reasonable. Okay, so what that means is you are making them see that you've been fair to them. You're making them see that you've been fair to them, that what I've given you is okay. Do you understand? So yes, so you say things like, I've tried now. Catherine, I've tried now. I've given you, I've added 2 things here. I've given you this discount. That think about it. I've tried. It's fair. It's a fair deal. I've tried. You know, and the people that use this a lot are the market women. Think about it. They use this a lot when they say things like, my pikin, I don't try now. I don't give you jara. You want me to be hungry? You want to make mama no make profit? I don't try. It's okay. I pack them for you. What are they doing? They're trying to show you that they've been reasonable. So how can you apply it? How can you apply it into your conversations to persuade them to buy from you? If you give a discount, feel like I've tried and I've given you 10% discount. I've tried. Almost all my profit is gone. I've tried because I really want you to buy this thing. Okay, so if you buy today, I can add on this. Does that sound fair enough? What are you doing? You're trying to show them that this is reasonable, except they are witches of Eastwick, where they want your blood. This thing is reasonable. It is reasonable. I've tried. Okay, I can add this. Is that okay? This really the best I can do? I've tried. You won't get this. You won't get this Swarovski on top of your this for this. You won't get it. I've tried. It's because of you. It's because of you. I won't do this outside. So, you know, let me tell you one thing. You know, have you ever heard somebody tell you that, don't tell anybody I did this for you. Don't tell anybody I gave this. Well, they're trying to make you show to see that they are being reasonable. Like, don't tell anybody, don't show anybody. Don't tell anybody that I gave you this discount to. Just between me and you. Oh, gimmicks of sales. Alternative designs. No, we're cool. I'm just trying to explain that it's fine. I have no issues. We're cool. Okay, we're cool. We're cool. Right? So that is showing it is reasonable. Now the final one. The final one is utter sincerity. This is a tone that you can use where you want them to feel like you are being sincere. Right? You want them to feel like you are being sincere. right? That is utter sincerity. Now, let me advise, right? Let me advise. If you use utter sincerity tonality, ensure that you are being sincere. Ensure that you are being sincere. Ensure, because here you're saying things like, believe me. This is the truth. Believe me. Believe me. So you can't get this deal elsewhere. And I mean it. You know, when you're talking, there's this graveness to your voice. There's this seriousness. You've been laughing since, and you say something like, believe me, you can't get this deal elsewhere. You're like, Trisha has changed voice. This thing is serious. And then when you type it out, you use the words that show sincerity, like, believe me, I'm serious, I'm being sincere. The truth is, truthfully. Do you see? So those are words that you can use to show that you are being sincere, and they can help you do what? They can help you persuade people. This is persuasion mastery. They can help you persuade people when you use those words. If you are speaking, you use a particular tone and the words, like grave tone, serious tone, like seriously speaking. I'm being serious. Jokes apart, this is the real deal. What's up? All right, so guys, those are the 6 tones that you can employ to persuade someone to do business with you, or to like you and come another time, or to remember you. So I'm just going to go into the comment section and ask, how are you feeling? How's the room? Is it hot? Is it cold? Is it warming up? Are we hot? How's it been? How's it going? So I'm coming into the comment section. Yay. Wow, ooh, there's so many comments. Like, yeah, there's over 300. Okay. So how are we feeling? How are we feeling? How are we feeling? Tell me. For those who cannot hear, click join audio. But if you still can't hear, it's definitely your system, not mine. And there will be a replay, okay? There'll be a replay for everybody. So you will get access to the replay. So no worries whatsoever. Mind blown, fantastic, good, mind blown, great. And remember, towards the end, you get to ask questions. So if you have questions, just keep it, because I will miss your questions while I'm teaching. Towards the end, I will answer any questions you have as long as time permits us. Oh, I see my people here. Hey, Tayo. Hey, Yetunde, what's up? Thank you. Hi, Hafsa. I see you. Okay, so let's go back to class. I feel pumped. Fantastic. My job is, when you leave here, you feel like, I can sell like Trisha too. It's only Trisha that can sell. It's not only Trisha that want to be collecting money. I can collect money as well. That's how I want you to leave here. That's how I want you to leave here. All right. So let's go on. Now we're going into the low of the low. Somebody says, I've just edited my Instagram quick replies to show super friendliness and niceness. I'm giving you a clap, like, awesome. I love people who take immediate action. I love them. I love it. I love it. I love it. I love it. Well done. I thought it started at 8 p.m. No, it's been clear. It's 7 p.m. West African time. First time in your class, and I'm glad I joined. Yay! Go. Okay, let's go back into the class. I will come back into the comment section to catch up with you all in a bit. So somebody asked, I've seen some people drop comments like, oh, use an example of fashion. Use an example of this. Guys, I'm teaching principles. Take the principles and apply it to your business. But what I will do as the class goes on is to give examples with products and service-based business. But I don't have to use your particular industry as an example for you to understand the principle. Got it? But I will try to go around. I'll try to go around. I'll try to go around. Obi says, I already responded to few DMs using presupposing tonality. I love it. I love it. I love it. All right, let's go on. So now we are done with this and we are moving to world-class closing sales techniques. World-class closing sales techniques.